Got to turn it around. There I am. All right. Stream is live. I can tell because I'm looking and I can see that I need, first of all, I need to turn on. There we go. Get some illumination. Actually, why am I hearing an echo? Doug, hang on. Move that. Move that. I'm hearing an echo. Well, I'll just talk. I'll talk low. How about that? All right. I'm going to get rid of that and go right back with y'all. What's up, friends? Good to see you. Let's see. Turbo is here. XBIA is here. Margaret's here. Jeff is here. Awesome. Hi, Peter. There's Leffe. There's Potted Rodent. There's Paul. There's the Observer. James is here. Johan is here. You're all coming in. Rock and roll. Martin's here. The Observer's here. Ricky is here. Herr Leffe is here. Bill. There's Heidi. I can still hear myself. There's Ray. There's Pete. There's Katja. There's Glenn. Wow. Hey, y'all. Is there an issue with sound? I still hear myself coming from my device here, like with a 7-second delay. Sounds okay, Katja says. Yeah, Laurent says you can hear it in the background. I don't know, friends. We had a problem last week. I'm going to just turn. Wonder. Hang on. There. I turned it down. Yeah, turn down the radio caller. Now I got to bring this back up. Am I back in frame? Am I back in frame? I think I am. Y'all, I really got to figure this out because it's bugging me. Move that a little bit more. Okay. We're good now, they say. We're good. Let's start over. Hi, friends. You're all here. I've taken roll. We're good. I just had to turn it down. I don't know why it's doing that. That's interesting. Oh, well. But we've got some things to talk about today, y'all. And I'm really happy that you're here. And I'm glad that we've got a Doug on Demand today. I am trying to avoid the headlines of the day. There's a lot that's going on in the world. There's nothing that I can solve, friends, but there's a lot that I can be worried about. So what I'm trying to do is to focus on what I can do, what I love, which is music. What I love is all of you. What I love is Megan. What I love is little Trixie, and I'm going to focus on all of that. We're going to have a lovely little time today and talk about what we did last week, what I have coming up for you this week. And then we're going to shut things down so that I can get all of y'all on the wheel. And we're having a Doug on Demand for our Council of Dougs and Doug's Angels in 1 hour. And I'm excited again for another great session of listening. And this is all coming right from our Patreon members, our Council of Dougs and our Doug's Angels. They put in, hey, Doug, you really got to hear this. You really got to hear this. And there's a lot of folks that want me to hear stuff. So we put them on a wheel and it spins. And if you get chosen, then you get to have me hear your piece, and the rest of the gathered community gets to hear your piece. And it's a lot of fun. We're doing our 26th session of this, and we only started it at the beginning of last year, and it's become one of my favorite things that we do on the Daily Doug. So coming up, in about an hour's time. So I'll be with y'all for a little bit here, and then I have to go and get prepped for that. But we have some work here to do, I think. First, some work here to do first. Laurent saying, aha, awesome, Laurent. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Um, awesome. Y'all said that I solved all of the issues. Leffe says, I have not submitted ABBA this time. That's okay, Leffe. I'll listen to whatever you bring. I always love what you have for us. What's up, Fooney? What's up, Andrew? Good to see y'all. All right, Solitaire's here. Wonderful. Now we can start. Okay, so we had a really cool week, y'all. For the past couple of weeks, I've been kind of, I know I'm here, but I've only been working kind of a half schedule because we've had a lot of other things going on. We've had family in. Megan had an outpatient procedure. Trixie had a pretty major surgery, and she is recovering from that. So we've got to keep an eye on her. I've been working on this book that I'm co-writing. I need to get my writing going, and we're trying to spend a little more time outside. It's really hot now, but we've been trying to get out and just kind of take a little bit of a breather. So the last couple of weeks, I've had a few throwback episodes. These are episodes or reactions that I've previously filmed, and I'll just go in and add a little a new intro, a new outro, and then share that here with the YouTube uh, community. And these were originally, most of them, from our fan favorites episodes, but some of them come from our extended play lounges as well when we do full albums. So last week we continued that a little bit. What's up, Steven? Good to see you. What's up, Tim? Rock and roll, y'all. Awesome. We started with Motorhead, and Overkill was the one. I had never heard it before, and there's not a lot of Motorhead on the channel, but I really did enjoy that, especially the like, all right, it's done. No, it's not. Go pot, 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 and they keep going. They keep, and it gets done. No, we're not done. Pot. And it was really, really cool to see, especially to see the footage of them playing from back in the day. That was fun. On Tuesday, friends, we had a good time. We had a good time on Tuesday. Actually, Tuesday was when Trixie had her surgery. So the extended play lounge that I did for Are You Experienced from the Jimi Hendrix Experience, I recorded that on Monday night because I knew that I would be just a basket case on Tuesday while Trixie was in her surgery. So I was a bit elevated with some cannabis for that one, y'all, but it's okay. I had I had the go ahead and the okay from the council. I think it's fine. Excuse me. And we listened to what amounted to 3 sides of an album. It's an album that had, a full album, but it also had 3 singles and their B-sides that were recorded in the same sessions that were not included on the original album. And then there was a different version with the US version, and there's a whole international version and the double secret probation version. There's a whole bunch of stuff. We ended up checking out just all the tunes that they recorded from those sessions for that first album. And boy, you know what I was really taken by? I was expecting innovative guitar playing. I was expecting great guitar playing, and that's what I got. I wasn't expecting the backing instruments, the band, the guys backing Jimmy, to be so darn good. But they were really, really solid. And what I didn't expect was being that moved by Jimmy's vocals. He's got a real singular style, not only on the guitar, but in the way that he delivers a vocal. And it just makes you kind of join in with him. We loved that extended play lounge. It's the most recent one. It's over there. I even put out a little short for y'all on YouTube to let you know how it starts. So check it out, y'all. Get over on the Patreon, and you need to be in tier 2 or higher to get access to that. But I believe that won't be too hard, and I look forward to sharing it with all of you. Awesome. Um, on Wednesday, we went back to our fan favorites from this past April, and I released a reaction to Take Five from the Dave Brubeck Quartet. That's the song that actually won that month's poll in our fan favorites. And of course, I had heard it before, but gosh darn it, y'all, it's just when you talk about jazz classics, it's one of the ones that comes to mind. It's kind of in the top 5, maybe top 10 of the all-time jazz classics. And I thought, yeah, let's share it here on YouTube and see what happens. And y'all enjoyed it. It was great. We also, let's see. It's all right, Laurent. Yeah, some of us can't afford the Patreon. We try to keep it as low as we can, but we rely on that. We rely for those that can be on the Patreon. We try to give them the best experience that we can to make it worth their money, because the money that we take in via the Patreon is really what sustains us. Most of the stuff here on YouTube is not monetized because it's copyright claimed, and I know that going in. But most of the work that I do here on YouTube doesn't get compensated, at least to me. And so we rely on that outlet and that support with the Patreon to really allow us the freedom to keep doing this and doing it as much as we do it. If I had to do it part time and have another full time gig kind of ruling my time, then we wouldn't be able to put out nearly as much material, right? So it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. On Friday, friends, what's up, Fooney? All right, you've given us a taste. Now I want more jazz on the channel. I can do that. I can do that. I would love to put in some more jazz. All right. Yeah. Jorge or George, I don't know how you pronounce your name. What's up, Scott? Good to see you. Is saying Maiden Monday, question mark. You're darn right. You are darn right. So I need to tell you first that on Friday we started with the Number of the Beast, side 1. And amazingly, I mean, y'all that have been here for a while know we've listened to Iron Maiden a few times, right? It's the most listened to band that I have here on the Daily Doug. Yet, all 4 of those songs on side 1 from Number of the Beast I had never heard before. And they were great. They really, really were great. And it was cool to go back and see and hear, you know, what it was like to be an Iron Maiden fan back in 1982 when that album comes out. And you're like, who is this Bruce Dickinson guy? Put on the album or put on the cassette, side 1, and out they come. And there they go. And it's like, woo, with abandon, just a great side of music. So yes, I recorded it yesterday. It's ready to go. Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast, side 2. We're going to do that tomorrow, friends. It's a premiere at our normal time of 4:30 p.m. Eastern. We had over 900 people on the Friday premiere. I think we can get over 1,000 tomorrow. Call your friends, tell them it's a Maiden Monday. Tell them to take the day off, whatever they need to do. They need to get on with us and check it out. It's going to be great. Going to be great. So that's how we're starting this next week. It's Steven. Still haven't done a live Maiden album though. So here's how I'll tell you a little bit. Here's how I end tomorrow's video. I go through and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next, right? Because I've done all these videos where we've looked at singular songs, you know, from Iron Maiden, and that's been fun. And now we're kind of going back and catching the albums just to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Well, now that I've got all of the first 7 albums listened to, do I go on to the 8th, or do I go back to the big live album that they put out in 1985? And I was going through some of the track list on that. So there you go. Potted rodent. If your boss is a benevolent boss, they will understand. Like, I can't be here. I'm gonna take my break at this specific time. You know, problem is everybody's gonna be taking their breaks at that time. So, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Um, who said that? DP. Yeah, we got to get some more Dream Theater back in. It's been a while. I am planning on doing Dream Theater again, especially as they get ready to do their fall tour. But yeah, we can catch a couple of stuff from Dream. In fact, I think I've got some LTE that's going to be coming up before too long. Actually, the Monday following this coming Monday, I've got LTE, Liquid Tension Experiment, on the schedule. So that's at least some of the members of Dream Theater. So that may help a little bit. Okie dokie. Let's see. What do we have coming up then? We got Iron Maiden tomorrow. On Tuesday, I'm going to do this month's fan favorites. And this month we are counting down some of our favorites from the master list. The master list, friends, is the way that I hold myself accountable to the patrons that support us on Patreon to personally respond to every single suggestion that they make for the channel. When y'all send emails to me, I look at them all. I promise you I do, but I don't often reply to all of them because I just don't have the time. But I do read them all. But on the Patreon, I do have a process by which folks put in, hey, I think this would be great for a Daily Doug, and they give us a song. And then members of the community can go in and upvote it. Say, yay, I like that song. I love that group. I think it would do well too. And they can upvote it. And after a certain amount of time, as I'm going through it, if a song catches my attention, one of the suggestions catches my attention, and I see, wow, there's a whole lot of buy-in from the community here as well. I need to consider this one strongly. It goes on the master list, right? So we've got a huge list of potential songs and albums that have been curated over these years. And occasionally we go through the list and say, all right, there's a bunch of these that have just been sitting here. I want to see that one, that one, that one, that one. And I just give the community a list. And we have chosen, and I think we're going to have music from Riverside, Tangerine Dream, Gordon Lightfoot, Boston, David Bowie, Pat Metheny, Styx, The Guess Who, and Supertramp. It's a hell of a carpool. Riverside, Tangerine Dream, Gordon Lightfoot, Boston, David Bowie, Pat Metheny, Styx, The Guess Who, and Supertramp. That's going to be fun, y'all. A nice mix of stuff. So that's going to be coming to the Patreon on Tuesday, exclusive there. And Ray, Depeche Mode was on, didn't quite make it. They were like 10 votes behind the other grouping. I'm still in for all of them, so maybe I'll see if I can find spots for not only the ones that we're doing here for fan favorites, but some of the others that didn't quite make it this particular time. Yeah, there you go, Leffy. Yeah, that is a mixtape for sure. Ronald is saying, what about some Unitopia? Do I know Unitopia? I don't know. Glenn, I think we did Crime of the Century. That was one of the early extended play lounges. Take a look for that on the Patreon for sure. What else? Yeah, Ray, I thought that name sounds familiar, but I don't remember the actual song or anything. Wednesday. I need to get back to this this real smash new game and soundtrack. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. About a month ago now, last week of May, we took a look at an orchestral session of 5 songs from this new game and its soundtrack, and I was blown away by it. absolutely blown away. And in the 1 month since that reaction has been out, it's now past 100,000 views. It's by far our most watched episode of the last several weeks. And it's one where I was really brand new to the music. It was a French style, and I really enjoyed it. And I need to get back. We did 5 of their songs. We did 5 of their songs in that session. I don't know which particular tracks we're going to do yet, but I'm going to feature a few more this week because I got to hear more from that. I really, really do. And if there's any game that's really kind of poking me to get into it, I think it's that one. I think it's that one. It's going to be fun. So that's coming up on Wednesday. On Thursday, I'm bringing y'all another interview. Now, I have not yet completed the interview, so it's contingent on everything going well and schedules lining up. But it was a treat. A couple days ago, on Midsummer Night's Eve, I got a DM from Nad Sylvan, the great vocalist from Sweden, I believe, who has been a prog vocalist for years. I have seen him perform with Steve Hackett. He has a brand new solo album out, and he popped into my DMs and we started chatting. And he says, "Wow!" And he's like, "We got a new album." And I said, "Nad, even better. Let me talk with you, and then I'll feature a song from the new album." And he says, "Great." And he even sent me a little video message. He was out having fun in the evening and the sun was still up, that far north. He says, "Hi, Doug, happy Midsummer's Eve." And it was just a wonderful thing. And you know, I love Genesis from what I've, got to know of them. And a couple years ago, when Steve Hackett came through and he was doing a bunch of Genesis material, I got to hear Firth of Fifth and Supper's Ready and Carpet Crawlers and a lot of the classic stuff for the first time live. And it was Steve on guitar and it was Nad singing, and he did absolutely wonderfully. So I'm scheduled to chat with him tomorrow, and I'm planning on releasing my interview with him and some of his new music on Thursday. So be here for that. I'm really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. And then on Friday, Nightwish fans, this is your big day, friends. Mark your calendars. I don't think I'm going to release this as a premiere, but I am releasing it as a full reaction. I've uploaded it. It did not get blocked. It's the full Imaginarium extended play lounge. We listened to all of that album now maybe a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago, and I spent 2 hours pouring through that unbelievably great album. And a lot of our great Nightwish fans are here on YouTube, and I wanted to share that with all of you. It's a 2 hour video. We go from beginning to end, and it's just breathtaking music, y'all. It really is. So it's another one of these things where we're still really busy. I'm trying to keep writing for this book project, and so I need to still kind of pick and choose my battles. So Friday is a throwback episode, but it's a 2 hour video, and you can do it in one sitting, or you can take a look at it over the weekend. Whatever you want to do, it'll work out, friends. Yeah. So there you go. There you go. That's our week. We're finishing up Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast, Side 2, tomorrow. We've got a whole bunch of songs from our master list for fan favorites on Tuesday. We've got new music from Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, over on Wednesday. That's going to be fun. An interview with Nad Sylvan on Thursday, and Imaginarium, the entire album by Nightwish, is coming up on Friday. And I'm excited about the week, friends. We've had really great weeks leading up to this. It's been really wonderful. The EPLs have been wonderful. Actually, Glenn, Floor's not on that recording. Floor's not on that recording, but it's still wonderful. It's still great. Yeah. It's the one that the Nightwish fans over on Patreon suggested that I get to first. That's it. So yeah, as far as this book is concerned, I can talk about it a little bit. That's right, Weeping Annette. Annette is our vocalist for that particular album, and she did wonderful. The book that I'm writing, y'all, is a book on Big Big Train. One of my favorites. Actually, I think I've got The Likes of Us out here because I've been writing some essays on some of the songs on that one. The most recent essay that I wrote was on the first rebreather, and I finished that one up yesterday morning, and I'm already ready to get going on the next one. I've done, I think, 17 or 18 of these individual song analysis write-ups, these essays that are going to be along with more information about the background of all of these songs. We've already got over 180,000 words. It's a big time manuscript that we got going. There's a lot of great energy behind it, and I'm just excited to be a part of it. I really, really am. And so that's consuming some of my time doing some of these um, analysis essays for these songs. So stay tuned for more of that. But that's a little bit of why I need to take some extra time because I've got the big book. That's true, Katja. Very good. Uh, but I got to save some time to tend to family matters, of course, ongoing family stuff, and then to make sure that I'm giving some time to this writing because we need to get it out to y'all. I need to get it written for sure. So that's about my time for today. Peter, we have a couple of proofreaders that have come onto the project that they are with the publishing house. I think two proofreaders and an editor that are on board because it's a big book that they've got a lot of planning for. So things are in order. Things are in order. I'm really excited about it. It's a wonderful opportunity and a great band to write about. Their music is so um, smart, intelligent, really great stuff. One more time, friends, before I need to leave you and get ready for the Doug on Demand. Doug on Demand in 30 minutes, y'all. Tomorrow, we finish up Number of the Beast from Iron Maiden, side 2. We do 5 songs, including Total Eclipse. It's in there, okay? On Tuesday, we've got songs from the master list for our patrons. Music from Riverside, Tangerine Dream, Gordon Lightfoot, Boston, David Bowie, Pat Metheny, Styx, The Guess Who, and Supertramp. It's going to be a fun one. On Wednesday, more music from the video game Claire Obscure Expedition 33. On Thursday, an interview with Nad Sylvan. And on Friday, the entire album, Nightwish, Imaginarum. I'm doing a reaction to that one. And that's about as much music as I can throw at y'all in 1 week. Okay? So have at it, friends. Let's dive in and just enjoy the camaraderie, enjoy the music, and live in that for a bit. Right? That's what can help. Can help. Absolutely. So, friends, hey, what's up, Sebastian? Greetings from Poland. Good to see y'all. Yeah, Funi Riverside, their album is still on the master list. I need to try to get to that one as well. There's so much stuff there. And that's the most difficult part is trying to figure out which ones to prioritize and where. But I always know that, if I didn't get to it this week, there's always next week. You never know what's going to happen next week, right? Great stuff. Okay, y'all. Thanks for being with me. I appreciate it very much. Coming up in 30 minutes, we've got Doug on Demand on Zoom. That is for our council members and our Doug's Angels. I will see y'all there. For the rest of y'all, thanks for being with me. And I will see y'all next time tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern for the big premiere of side 2 of The Number of the Beast from Iron Maiden. It's going to be great, y'all. We'll up the irons tomorrow. How about that? All right. So be well, friends. Much love. Take your meds, drink your water, all that good stuff. All right. Okay. I got to turn this around so that I can stop the proceedings. All right. So I'm going to do that. And then you can see that picture that I took. That's from up in Bar Harbor. And so is that one. How about that? Pretty cool, right? All right. We'll see y'all.